It's the land of mission control, Houston, Texas, where the Rockets are ready to engage in an interconference showdown. And before we get going, let's hear from David Aldridge on the...
Hey, Kevin. Well,
David, thank you. From G League player to All-Star in short time.
And how lucky is this team to have a player like AI on it?
C-Webb, the guard matchup tonight. Plenty of firepower in both backcourts.
This is a guards league now. Maybe the greatest accumulation of guards of all time when you think about what guards and their impact is in this league. And that's what fans love to see. That's what I love to see. Sharp shooting, creative passing, more than a few highlights, the Euro step, breaking ankles, speeding up, the shimmy. Give me all of it. I'll take it.
Let's do it. All right, let's set the floor. Courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. So the Bulls 5 right now. And down low, it's Markkanen and Carter. Dunn and Levine are the guard set. And it's Allen in at the 3. Well, the All-Star rosters have been announced, and AI will be busy come All-Star weekend. Nice to see him get the recognition.
And I don't think anyone can say that AI doesn't deserve to be an all-star. I mean, with what he does for this team and the level of play he's held this year, it seemed like an all-star nod was just a foregone conclusion.
The D doing everything they can to cut him off on his way to the hoop.
Outside, Levine. He kicks it to Markkanen. Allen against Miller. Shot clock at 5. Markkanen can't get it to go.
Strong D on the perimeter. That's how you got to play him.
Got a piece of it. It's going to be out of bounds. The Rockets will retain possession. And just a fantastic run of games for him. A look at the Eastern Conference Player of the Week.
And small forwards are asked to do so much in the modern NBA, and he just answers the call in every facet of the game. Tremendous numbers from him, and he is more than deserving of the award.
Capella kicks to Miller. Houston needs to get a shot. The Rockets with another miss.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Markkanen passes to Allen. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Allen's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And it's important that Markkanen develops his floor awareness. I mean, passes like that go a long way.
Sinks the three-pointer.
And that's how you answer back.
Trading bombs the last 2 possessions. They're going that way.
Carter kicks to Markkanen. Done with it, and it's Miller picking him up. Here's Allen. Over Miller. It's Chicago with another bucket.
Nice way to start the evening. His numbers getting calls, and for good reason.
Well, yeah, he's a guy who can carry you for stretches, long stretches in this game. You want to get him involved early and often.
Now, here is Harden. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against the Pelicans in New Orleans.
Yeah, and don't forget about his passing. I mean, he didn't forget about his teammates. He was spreading the ball all over the floor.
Yeah, not a great shot there, especially when you got a lockdown defender guarding you.
Yeah, I mean, there had to be a better option that time down the court. That's just a missed opportunity.
Out left to the wing. Kicks it out to Allen. For 3, Levine nailed from three-point land. Levine's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Knocks it loose and stolen by Dunn. The 17-footer. The shot will not fall. And it's Houston the other way. Levine can't hit. Levine against Harden. Over Levine. Will not go. This is off the front iron. The Bulls leading by 7. Dunn kicks to Allen. On the wing, Levine. Back to Allen. Over Harden. And again, Chicago. No good. For Chicago, they won their last contest, that game against the Heat.
And always tough on the road, but that attack mindset that they brought offensively, I really felt like that set them apart.
Well, also great execution. Let's not forget about that. Being active gets you only so far if you lack the discipline.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
And if James Harden has one signature move, it's got to be his step-back jumper. Something he's worked on for years. And like the sky hook or Nowitzki's fadeaway, it's becoming one of those iconic, unstoppable shots.
Allen, that's good. So it's the Rockets now. They trail by 6. Defeated by the Pelicans in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
And no doubt that the fight was there, but no matter what they tried on that night, it just wasn't meant to be.
Well, Greg, they just weren't ready for that game. It looked like they just weren't prepared. The final score tells you the story.
To the paint, Carter. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Carter's got his first 2 points.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Now Harden, 6 points for him. And another 3 for Houston.
His touch has been terrific this quarter. Most of what he puts up is going down.
Allen passes to Dunn. To the paint. It's stolen by Capella. Miller surveying the floor. In the corner, Harden. Fires from 14. It's all in by the Bulls. And this is the first season matchup for them against this Rockets team.
Yeah, and they got the better of this matchup both times they faced off last season. Do they still have their number?
I don't know, Greg, but what I do know is that we're looking at a possible finals matchup. These are two of the league's most dangerous teams, no doubt.
Capella with the bucket.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Dunn kicks to Carter. Dunn dishes to Allen. Miller with the double team. Three-pointer, Markkanen. Another 3 for Chicago.
And really, this is Markkanen's greatest weapon, a three-point sniper with impressive range.
Rockets trail by 6. And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets. NBA rosters are turning over faster, it seems, these days. Chris, how much do former teammates know about defending one another? Or is it a non-issue?
Oh, no, it's more than a non-issue, Kevin. You were right in your assumption that, listen, former teammates, they have a little more inside information. And you know why it matters? Because every day after practice, you know, the first thing guys do after they get their water, they play one-on-one. So you understand guys' tendencies. You learn how they get into a rhythm. We're all creatures of habit. Let's remember what Kevin Durant did. Remember how he came down on the same end of the floor in the finals and hit the same tough shot over the extended hand that he did? Well, if you notice, he did that on his crossover, that right to left setup. And so if you know him, you may know that he's going to do that. And also, you may know that he has a counter just in case. It allows you to keep your hand out the cookie jar, not to gamble. It gives you an educated guess on maybe what some of the greatest offensive players in the world are going to go to next to get that bucket. Any piece of information matters. And yeah, you've been practicing against them. That's a good thing.
Count the basket. And now it's an 8-point Bulls lead.
He's not easing his way into this game. He's coming out hot. 4 for 5 right out the gate.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
A shot by Night, no good.
Some very slack defending, playing with fire to leave him that open beyond the arc.
Allen kicks to Parker, shoots it up. Off target there, that would have pushed the lead to double digits.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
The shot by Powell, no good. And so Allen will bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. They're leading by 8, and that one's good. Parker.
And from the opening tip, they just crushed it. You see it now on the scoreboard.
Yeah, particularly on offense, where they've been completely in sync. Terrific first quarter.
Now Now here's Powell, defended by Allen. Will it go? Basket counts. Evans with it. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Allen outside. Inside. Here's Parker, and the dunk by Parker.
In this first period, they've been aggressive and extremely focused.
Well, that's put them up by double digits, trying to run away with this one wire to wire.
Rockets trail by 10. Outside Knight. Oh, and it looks like that's going to be a goaltending call. Yep, that's it. So they'll get the basket.
And that's a tough call for the refs to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it.
And many college recruiters consider Jefferson to be the #1 center coming out of high school back in 2004. But he opted to make the jump directly to the NBA instead. And given his success, it's hard to argue with his decision.
Parker with the bounce pass. 4 on the clock. Here's Allen. Shoots over Powell. Knight grabs the board.
The defense is doing just enough to bother him on the jump.
For the 3. Doesn't go for him. And the Bulls going the other way now. Moutier looking around. Allen kicks to Moutier. Kicks it out to Allen. And there's the pass to Marjanovic. Here's Moutier, and the layup's good off the glass. Moutier's got his first points in this one.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Outside Knight. Powell for 3. It's hauled in by the Bulls. 1:27 left to play in the first quarter. Evans finds Allen. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Now, here is Knight. Defense is right there. Over Moutier. There we go. Now in the scoring column with that make, he is 1 for 4. The Bulls leading by 9. He dishes it to Allen. Evans outside. Back to Allen. Yes, and a nice assist from Evans. Allen's got 13 points.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Knight kicks to Gordon. Pass to Jefferson. Houston moving it around. Nene dishes to Knight. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Emmanuel Moutier picks one up. The Rockets shooting their second and third free throws tonight.
And they've done some really nice work at the foul line, knocking down 80%.
Chicago making a switch here. Blakeney's checked in.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Rockets trail by 9. Rockets have made 3 free throws so far. Haven't missed any. And the first one drops. Knight hits them both. Chicago has gone 3 of 5 from three-point land so far in the ballgame. Pass to Blakeney. Kicks to Evans. Here's Blakeney. Hands it from downtown. And the Bulls lead by 10.
The court awareness Evans has is impressive. He's wonderful at recognizing when his guys are open.
And an overpowering first quarter effort. Already a double-digit advantage. A unique upbringing for Clint Capella. Spent years in a welfare orphanage in Switzerland.
Even as a kid, I wasn't even dreaming about it.
Just an inspiring story, Greg. It gives you perspective on why you should be grateful for everything you have.
Kevin, without a doubt, Capella's upbringing helped shape him, and the hard work he continues to put in is really admirable.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Bulls?
Just playing suffocating defense. That's been the difference here for them.
And really, for the whole first quarter, they've maintained their intensity. Let's see how long they can sustain it.
So for Chicago right now, we've got Allen. Parker out there with Marjanovic. Then there's Tyreke Evans, and it's Blakeney in at the 2 spot. We've got so many young, exciting players in the NBA right now, Chris. When you think about the league's best player, the league MVP, in, say, 7 years, what names come to mind?
That's a great question. I mean, you have to think about guys like the Greek Freak.
Or even 5 years. It doesn't have to be that long.
Yeah, just the potential. I know what you're saying there, Kevin. I mean, Embiid, Ben Simmons, the Greek Freak.
Tatum.
Wow.
I know.
It's just so you could just go to all the young teams and say these guys are next. I mean, all you got to do is look at the rookie, sophomore, the phenom game and just close your eyes and pick any of those guys because you know that they're talent. But yeah, the Greek Freak, Anthony Davis, Embiid, I think those are all safe bets.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, AI in their last time out against the Heat was a man on a mission. He ended up with 56 points, and as he always seems to do, piled up rebound after rebound. It's rare to see any player put up numbers like that. It's likely a game he'll always remember. Kevin?
David, appreciate the report. He was a one-man show in that game.
And, you know, it'll be interesting to see how much that took out of him. I mean, he'll have a hard time putting up anything even close to those numbers here tonight.
I mean, well, it should have taken all the energy out of him. It should have taken something out of him, Greg. I mean, he pushed the envelope in every way that night. He was unreal.
That one falls.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Rockets trail by 15. Harden outside. From outside the arc, Evans gets the rebound.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Back to Allen. Dishes it to Parker. Feeds it to Allen. Puts the move on. He lays it in. Allen's got 5 points in the quarter.
And they've just been so comfortable at both ends of the floor. I mean, you'd almost think they're playing at home.
Well, you hear that? No, you don't hear anything. They silenced the crowd with this big lead. No sign that they're letting up.
Knight against Parker. Passed into Ney. A fadeaway. And he overshot that one, missing. The Bulls leading by 17. Here's Parker. Quick shot there, and it's off target. For Houston, they've gone 0 of 3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter. 13 feet away. Harden's shot is off.
Look, it would be a huge boost for them if he could start knocking these down.
And it's Eric Gordon with the foul. That's his first foul. And looking at Jabari Parker, 6'8", about 250 pounds. Greg, what's his best position?
You know, I think he has a small forward skill, but with the way the game is changing, you could see him play some power forward as well. And I think his best fit might just be at the 4 because of the mismatch he can create.
Allen passes to Evans. Moutier kicks to Allen. And it's Norman Powell with the foul. That's his first foul. And here is Allen. He had a career game last time out. Bucket after bucket. And stolen by Knight. Now the pass to Paul. The shot's good. Paul's got 10.
If you thought the D was going to tighten up on him here in the second quarter, think again.
And so it's Moutier with it. They'll bring it up for Chicago. 17 points was their biggest margin. Evans, his shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Remarkable concentration from Evans. I mean, listen, when he's near the rim, he's good at staying focused on the task at hand.
Paul looking around. Outside Knight. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. Here's what the Houston Rockets schedule looks like. On Wednesday, they'll be matching up with Andre Drummond and the Detroit Pistons. And then on Friday, they'll be playing against Damian Lillard and the Portland Trail Blazers.
And for that game against the Hawks, I think it's going to be an interesting challenge. Even though they expect to come out on top, this could probably be a pick'em game, depending on how they play.
Eric Gordon, he's checked in for the Rockets. And the Bulls making a change here as well. Dunn's checked in. Here's Allen. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. That one's on Eric Gordon.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
That one is no good.
And really, as solid as he's been at the line, I had already chalked those points up. Those to show you, though, don't take anything for granted.
And the foul called on Brandon Knight. That's his first foul. Nene against Parker. Dunn outside. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
The Bulls have missed both free throws they've attempted tonight. Knight against Dunn. Lets it go from 14. And the shot is good. The Chicago lead has been cut down to just 6 points, and the bucket from Nene.
Look at the intensity of Nene, one of the strongest guys in the game. Phenomenal at scoring the ball inside.
Evans finds Allen. The basket good off the assist from Evans. And that's 23 points for Allen.
He's taking over the game. Their lead's going to get even bigger if he keeps this up.
Gordon against Allen. And the rejection by Marjanovic.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's a +5 in that category.
Bulls shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. Free throw good by Parker.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
Now here's Powell. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. He gets it up. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
And that 3 makes things just...
Thanks very much. Well, look, let's look at that All-Star vote. It is official. You are a first-time NBA All-Star. What does that mean to you?
I'll tell you, DA, this may be...
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime, so... And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Really an incredible game from AI.
Oh, well, they've done a good job of letting the game come to them, and really few forced shots here so far.
Terrific first half on offense. This is how you draw it up. We'll see if they can maintain that efficiency going forward.
Paul and Harden are the incredible backcourt duo. Then it's Miller, then it's Clint Capella. That's the 5 for Houston right now. Kicks it out to Paul. It's up a 3. Houston moving the ball around. Clock at 4. From deep. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Markkanen's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
And battling hard on the glass, they hold the advantage here so far.
Such an explosive first step. I mean, you can't get done. These lanes, he jumps right on it.
And the second free throw, good. Rockets trail by 7. There is one interesting stat for the Chicago Bulls, C. Webb, and they're still the only NBA franchise to win multiple championships and never lose an NBA Finals.
Wow, that's just an amazing distinction. I mean, a testament to the clutch play of Jordan when they did make the finals, and a reminder of how hard it is just to get there.
Miller against Allen. Levine wide open. A three-pointer, no good. And so it's Paul with it, bringing it up for the Houston Rockets. In the second half, they've only given up one basket coming from the free throw line from 12 feet out, and the shot is good. Paul's got 12 points in the game.
I mean, for a player who only stands 6 feet tall, Paul is a pretty good finisher inside.
Markkanen dishes to Allen. Back to Markkanen. The shot, no good. And the Rockets take it the other way. At the conclusion of this game, they're off to Detroit, where they'll face the Pistons. That'll be just one game played away from home for them.
And really, Harden is even dangerous when he's looking to score. Even when the defense gets physical with him, he takes the contact, he powers through it.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. For Chicago, they've gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second half. Pass to Markkanen. Pulls it from the elbow. And the rebound goes to the Rockets.
And that's the shot you want to create. They just can't get it to fall.
That just shows you can do everything right sometimes, but still get the wrong result.
Harden the pass to Paul. Kicks to Capella. Down low. Harden, no good.
That type of defense doesn't always get it done, but it does the job that time.
Here's Markkanen. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And they finally get one to go. I mean, just in time, an 0 for 4 start to the second half can really make a team tighten up.
You know, Chris, the shot motion for Lauri Markkanen so smooth. He shoots like a guard.
Well, it's just simple. He has a quick release. He can hit on the move, too, and that's what you like about it. He can shoot off the step back. He has a few escape combos. You like his game.
Got a piece of it, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Dunn. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Miller with a wide open look. The Rockets again can't hit. Chicago leading by 3. For 3, Levine. The shot that time not on target.
He's trying to help him add to this lead, but he just can't find his touch.
It's stolen by Allen. And here's the fast break. Dunn leading the way. And Levine throws it down.
What unselfishness from the young guard, Dunn. He's making more of an effort to distribute the ball.
Here is Harden. 19 points in the game. Lets the 3 fly. The Rockets again can't hit.
After a monster first half from three-point range, I mean, things have dried up for him here in the second.
Got that bucket in no time at all. And that's now 25 points for Allen.
Capable of doing many things well. Levine has a good sense of when his guys are open.
Ball against Dunn. And stolen by Dunn. And here we go. The Bulls fast break. Here's Allen. The shot. No good. Good work defensively by Capella. Dunn against Paul. Lob pass to Capella. And the dunk by Capella.
The main strength of Capella's offensive game, I mean, he uses his athleticism to power home these alley-oops.
And that was an unleashed chaos moment indeed. What a spectacular play. Sponsored by Under Armour Hover Havoc. Allen kicks to Markkanen. Goes up at the stripe. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Markkanen's got 12 points in the game.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
And it's Miller in the corner. Inside. Harden outside. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
He doesn't take his foot off the gas. I mean, Harden attacks the D, either finishes or gets the foul.
And these are his second and third free throws tonight.
And from the line thus far, how about 83% on the season? Outstanding.
Gordon's checked in for Miller. Now Allen, 25 points in the game. In the corner, Valentine with it. Back to Allen. Clock at 6. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Defensively, this is what you know. He's coming off a hot game and looking to keep it rolling.
Yeah, but here's the problem. They play team ball. So if you pay him too much attention, that just leaves other guys open, and it's too difficult of an adjustment to make.
The three from Harden. Allen with the rebound. Allen's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Blakeney in Chicago with another bucket.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Now a timeout called by Houston. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Allen with it. And he has 28 points for the game. To the paint. The layup missed. Rockets trail by 8. Ball outside. Lets a floater go, and he sinks the layup. Paul's got 4 points in the quarter.
Some guys in this league have a good floater. Paul's rainbow is an exception. Fluid, high, and accurate.
Allen passes to Blakeney. Back to Allen. Markkanen kicks to Valentine. Allen left side. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on James Harden. That's his first foul.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Chicago making some changes. Marjanovic checked in for Markkanen. Parker comes in for Valentine. And it's Evans in for Levine.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
The Rockets trail. Here's Paul. He's got 5.
And if that doesn't get them fired up, guys, nothing will.
Greg just what the doctor ordered, huh? Some high-flying antics to narrow the deficit.
Give the loose D an assist on that one. Get a body on him.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
And here is Parker. 7 points in the game. Allen passes to Blakeney. And he hits the jump shot. Blakeney's got 9.
And how about the excellent court vision, just keeping the defense off balance.
But if you're his teammate, you love this right now because all you have to do is focus on finishing.
To the middle. And there's Al Jefferson on the assist by Knight. Knight's got 5 assists tonight.
It's a shame Jefferson has had so many injuries because his throwback game inside changes how far defenses can afford to extend out.
Good. Blakeney's got 6 points in the quarter.
That was all about the assist. Great pass to set up the shot.
Evans against Knight. He feeds it to Powell. Allen with the rebound.
Look, you can't defend down low much better than that. Refuses to give him an easy path to the bucket.
And it's Evans missing. Rockets trail by 7. Knight looking it over. Pass to Powell. Puts up a 3. And it's Chicago with the rebound. 17 points was their biggest margin. They host the Clippers after this game. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Bulls have gone 5 of 9 at the line. And the first one at the line is good. And Allen drops them both. Now here's Gordon. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. Got that one. The Bulls' lead has been cut down to 7 on the bucket from Al Jefferson.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Evans attacking, trying to get open as Marjanovic. He gets it in there. And it's 6 points for Tyreke Evans.
Oh, you can't give Evans any openings. Once he notices a lane, he pounces on the fast.
Now Knight. He's got 8. Parker with the steal. To the middle. Here's Allen. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And it's an 11-point Bulls lead.
He has them reeling. They haven't had an answer for him this quarter.
To the middle. Here's Gordon. Yes, and Knight with the assist that time. Knight's got 6 assists now in the game.
Oh, yeah, the touch, the timing. You got to know how Gordon is a threat to shoot off the pass.
Evans kicks to Allen. Hits it from 3-point range. Allen's got 37.
I mean, logs his first 3 of the second half after nailing 2 in the first. They don't want to let this fella get going.
Stolen by Evans. One-on-one fast break. Allen, that's good. Allen's got 39.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
It's Nene, high post. Doesn't go that time. And Chicago will go the other way with the ball. Parker kicks to Blakeney. Passes to Allen. A minute 50 left to play here in the third. Shot from 12. And another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Knight against Evans. Knight with it. 8 points for him. Just 5 to shoot. They need this. Good D by Parker. The Bulls leading by 16. Blakeney kicks to Allen. Out to Parker. And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession. Already it's February. Let's see how the East is matching up. You look at Chicago, earning the first place position with a terrific record. And we've seen them perform splendidly pretty much all season long so far, and they're definitely the team to beat. And, of course, the Raptors sitting in second place.
Yeah, but checking out Chicago, as talented a team as they are, has performed at a very high level this season. Everything's gone according to plan up to this point.
Yeah, Greg, already the focus has started to turn to the postseason and what they need to do to make a run at the championship.
The offensive rebound. Here's Allen. And, yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Allen's got 41.
I mean, if you're looking to get back into this game, you have to get tougher defensively.
And Knight slams it in.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Rockets trail by 16. And there's the foul. It'll go on AI. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Carter, he's checked in for Marjanovic. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Knight against Parker. Shoots from 12 and misses it off the right side of the rim.
Hey, look, that's what they want. The ball is in his hands in the post. Just didn't have the touch that time.
Dunn's shot's good.
What touch on the deep ball. You can see Dunn becoming more confident in his long-range shot.
4 seconds left. Nene. Yes, and Knight with the assist that time. Knight's got his 7th assist here tonight.
Once he gets open on the low block, it's just a matter of getting him the ball.
And so it's Chicago, out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, it's also called making a good read, understanding where everyone is and taking full advantage. Fantastic.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. So the Bulls 5 right now. Tyreke Evans out there with Dunn. Then there's Carter. Then there's Allen. And it's Parker in at the 4 slot.
And you see there the speed that Dunn possesses. I mean, he's an absolute force when he's moving like this in transition.
And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for Houston. 19-point game. Stolen by Evans. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. Dunn's running. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And a chance now to look at the schedule for Chicago. On Tuesday, they'll be playing against Lou Williams and the Los Angeles Clippers. Then on Thursday, they'll go up against Devin Booker and the Phoenix Suns.
And even though this team hasn't had trouble finding wins of late, it's always a boost when you get to head back for a homestand. Nothing quite beats sleeping in your own bed.
Looking at who's out there now for the Rockets. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Nene. And James Harden subbed in for Powell. Kicks it out to Harden. Good on the triple. Harden's got 24 points.
His three-point game has been incredible tonight. If he comes even close to repeating his first half performance, it's going to be a crazy game for him. The entire offense has revolved around him today, and that's been the perfect game plan.
Rockets trail by 20, and there's the whistle. That goes on Chris Dunn. That'll be his second foul of the game. Pro basketball is one of the few sports where awards are league-wide, C-Web, and not divided by conference. What if the NBA should consider giving out separate awards, you know, for the East and the West?
You know, Kev, I don't know about Eastern and Western Conference, but I do believe that there should be an offensive MVP. I do believe there should be a difference between MVP and maybe the best player in the league, because how do we define some of these things? So I do think we can tinker with some of the awards, but East and West, I'm not really sure with. I think it should always be about the best out of the total number of teams and conferences.
Good perspective.
And his performance today, guys, is really, I think, a beauty. A triple-double for him today.
The 3 from Harden. The Rockets again can't hit.
I mean, with all these three-pointers he's missed in the first half, I mean, he's become a weight around their neck. I mean, somebody tell this guy to be more unselfish.
Well executed, and then you love the strong finish.
So many fast breaks now ending the three-point shot. Good to see them taking it to the rack. Well, he caught him in stride with the lead pass. Now that was timely.
Parker outside. Rebounded by Capella. Capella's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. And stolen by Dunn. There's the dish to Allen. Back to Dunn. Tipped away. And taken away by Paul. And so Houston again turning it over. Chicago making some... Chicago leading by 19. And the foul on Harden. That'll be his second foul of the game. And the Rockets making a change here. Rockets on defense. Here's Allen. That shot no good. Good work defensively by Capella.
Not a very consistent quarter for him in terms of the shooting.
The Bulls have gone 7 of 16 from the field here in the fourth. That's about 43%. Allen passes to Carter. Dunn kicks to Markkanen. Kicks it out to Allen. Over Miller. Allen's shot is off.
Well, he has to work harder to get a good high percentage look. I mean, he's been taking some bad shots out there.
Count it. And it's 6 points for Eric Gordon.
Ooh, the lost art of the mid-range J. Gordon just measured it perfectly, squaring up and knocking it down.
And it's Dunn penetrating, and Dunn with the slam.
And did you see the screen that was set for him? I mean, that was how he got to the hoop.
It was the classic screenplay. It won't show up in the box score, but that screen deserves an assist.
Yeah, guys, and his teammates love it. That'll get him a few big pats on the back.
Here's Paul. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
You know, when Chris Paul came to the Rockets, a lot of people questioned if he and James Harden would be able to share the ball. Both known for being ball-dominant guards. I think you'd have to say it's worked out pretty well.
Allen finds Levine. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Stolen by Gordon. Oh, and here we go with Gordon. Nobody back. And that one drops for him. And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for Chicago. And I think Chris Paul never comfortable with that ball-dominant label, Greg. He'd never played with another guard who could create, certainly on the level of Harden.
No doubt about it. I mean, Mo Pete, J.J. Redick, guys who were great shooters, but really more off-the-ball players. Chris needed to be that kind of a playmaker, but with Harden, he has someone just as gifted at creating baskets for himself and others.
Capella kicks to Gordon. The pass to Paul. Takes the three. Rebound by the Bulls. Allen's got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. Dunn outside. Back to Allen. That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn. Dunn's got 4 assists in the game.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
Timeout called, the Rockets.
Yeah, he's got to make some adjustments here. Just too easy to score in the lane against them right now.
Well, I think the first thing they need to talk about are the rotations. There's a lot of miscommunication out there.
And now a chance to check out some of the tremendous play tonight from our Jordan Player of the Game.
And what an amazing ball game we've seen from him. It's been a one-man show worth the price of admission all by itself. There wasn't anything he couldn't do on that court tonight.
And as the star of this team, he knows he's going to be the object of the crowd's anger.
Set it up, bring the play in.
Knocked loose. It's stolen by Allen. For the finish. And then Allen slams it in.
And how about the fast hands and then getting right out in transition?
I mean, look, I was going to say you're attacking on both ends, quickly going from defense to offense.
Out to Miller. Pulls it up. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls.
I've seen Paul make about 1 million of those passes over his career. It never gets old.
Dunn dishes to Allen. Out to the right wing. There's 1:47 left in the fourth quarter. Shot clock at 6. Here's Dunn. Again, Chicago.
Exceptional handles from Dunn. This guy doesn't lack confidence when it comes to dribbling the rock.
Rockets trail by 21. Paul outside. He kicks it to Gordon. When you look at the amount of threes Chris being taken now, do you think the league as a whole is too dependent upon the perimeter offense?
I don't think so. If you look at Golden State, we all tend to think that they've shot the most threes last year. It actually was Houston.
Right.
And when you look at how...
Hits it again. Wow.
And another 50-point outburst for him as he continues this incredible season.
Well, he's marching towards history, Greg, as we know. He looks to catch the mark for third most 50-point games in a single season, which is absolutely amazing. And there's the whistle. That goes on Chris Dunn. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. Both teams will make substitutions. To the inside. And Paul with the basket on the assist by Jefferson.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Chicago.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And so checking out their season record, this game will become their 45th win.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Allen.
He's had an effect on every part of this game, a triple-double. What more can you say? It's been a one-man show. Today was a good day.
Ooh, just shook his man loose with a crafty play inside.
And then the dunk just tops it off beautifully. Gordon with the defensive effort. Pass to Powell. Sinks that one from the post.
This is not the team we've been watching for most of the night.
Monster scoring run, but had to do this earlier. Now it shoulda, woulda, coulda, all that.
Back to Allen. That shot is off. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin.